If you're a positive spiritual being full of love and light, people are going to want to take that away from you. That's just how it is. Let me clean that off real quick. Whoo! I just got out of the shower, and let me tell you, there was a day and a half that I had. But what I've been thinking about and pondering, and the realizations that are coming through to me right now, is that those who struggle to find their own light or don't know how to feel positive, they're going and they experience somebody who's a naturally positive person. If you're naturally positive and you love to spread light and just joy and happiness around, because life's not that serious, you're going to run into people who they themselves struggle with finding that light within them, understanding that if they don't understand themselves, that they are a little fractal of God, that they have everything that everything that God is already within them. They don't need to change anything or do anything or be anything else. If they don't know that within themselves, and they see somebody who understands deeply that they are a part of God and that they want to spread love and understand that everybody is just, living their life and living the best way that they can, and wants to spread positivity and happiness to other people, then they're going to feel triggered by that. They're going to feel they want what you have. They don't actually perceive that in their head, but they're noticing that lack within themselves and projecting that lack onto you, that they want that for themselves. And because they feel that they are lacking in that area and they see that you have that, they can't understand, or they can't wrap their head around why you have it and they don't. And I feel like it's something that we all have to really truly understand within ourselves, that we are all projecting onto other people. It's not other people, it's you. It's all you. It's all your own experience. Everything that I think or see, anytime I see anybody and I think something about them, or try to project who they are as a person, I realize that it has more to do with me than it has to do with the other person. I have no idea where that person come from, why they are the way that they are. That wasn't my job. I'm not God. I didn't create them. God created them, and God created them in God's image, right? And God loves them unconditionally. God loves everybody unconditionally. This is all God. This is all a creation of God. Everything you see around you. And when you realize that you are projecting your beliefs and your thoughts and your ideas onto other people, this is how somebody should be. This is how somebody should look. This is how somebody should be acting. It's all coming from within you. They are perfect as they are. You are perfect as you are. I am perfect as I am. I don't have to change anything. I don't have to be anything else. I am. I have everything that I need already in this exact moment. And it can be really difficult. And I've noticed that within myself. It is very difficult when you come across people who are in a negative mindset, and you really, especially as human beings, that's who we are. We're here to experience feelings, and there's negativity is nothing to be scared of or reject or feel like, oh no, I can't be negative. I can't, it's okay. Even if the most positive person in the world can feel bothered by something, can feel anger, or can feel frustration about things, and the way they are. And that's what makes us human beings. Like, that's just it. But when you come across somebody who's feeling that way or expressing those emotions, it's hard to not want to take on that emotion. And it's hard to see, it can be hard if you make it hard. It can be hard to see the positive in the situation. And I think a lot of my practice is right now being, how can I be positive in these moments when these things are coming up? And I think, you know, the more I talk about it, obviously, the more that it appears in my reality, because your thoughts become things, and I truly believe that. But when you ask, you know, I always ask the universe what I can learn from things, and how I can be more positive in situations, or, you know, and then things happen that generate into my reality that's like, okay, now it's time to learn how to be positive. Like, here's a really tough situation to be in. Like, how can you stay positive? Like, do it. Stay positive. That's what you want, right? You can't just always be positive in positive situations. That's easy. But if you're positive in a situation that feels negative, or feels like a struggle, or feels hard, that's not easy to do. That's not always easy to do. And, you know, I've noticed that I don't allow the negativity when it shows up. I don't fight it as much. I don't say like, why am I feeling this way? I understand that. Like, okay, all right, this feeling is here right now, and I can understand that you're feeling this way. It's completely natural. You're safe and you're allowed to be here. And normally it doesn't last that long. I'm not gonna say there haven't been times where I've been around people for a couple hours that have, like, just feeling really negative, and, you know, it feels kind of awkward after a negative situation. And, you know, we're just learning. I think it's all a learning process for sure. And yeah, I just had this random burst of idea in my head that, you know, people who who can't find their own light within themselves, and see that people with the light and shining their light so bright, it can bother them. It can just shift people in the wrong place, you know, when they're not ready, if they're not ready themselves to reach that point. But then I remember, as I sit here and say that maybe they might find discomfort then, but who's to say that that's not a pebble in the water, and it's not creating a ripple that creates another one and gets bigger and bigger into something where maybe they do realize they need to change something, or maybe they do realize they find their light and they can accept themselves for who they are. So that was really kind of my own little burst of an idea that I had, and I just wanted to get that out there. And so if you found any kind of enlightenment through this video, I hope that you take that with you. And I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching. It was my pleasure, this short little video for you guys. Take care until next time.